by ethnicity, so it depends. And it depends on the year. It compared and contrasted 1988 to 90, and then 2007 to 2008. So it depends on the year too.
Well, just tell us one of the means, not of ethnicities,
Right,
everyone
in
that
general.
combined in general.
Well, in 1998, 33% of males were overweight, compared to only like 4% were extremely obese. Compared to now, we have about 35% were overweight, compared to now, extremely obese is almost 10%.
Okay.
So
I still don't know what their weight was.
It just says in percentage of who's categorized as those.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't give you numbers.
What really the weight, it was the percentage overweight.
Yeah, it categorizes
And so
overweight, obese.
the average person would be neither overweight nor underweight.
And their body
Okay.
composition.
Except there's some definition of it, and so a whole bunch of us in this country are overweight, probably more than 50%. You had those data, I think.
That's
said that.
2008.
But weight is normally distributed. If they took all the 250 million males in this country and did their weight and found out that the average weight was 180 and found out that the standard deviation was 20, and then counted the number of folks that weighed between, number of men that weighed between 160 and 180, out of these 100 million, how many of them would it be? It'd be 34 million plus a few. How many would weigh between 180 and 200? 34 million and something. So they did that over time and figured, oh dang. And they did height, and they did shoe size, and they did hand size, I guess. Have to get Donald in there somewhere or another. And, and they figured on average, here's what it was, and here's what the standard deviation was, and then they looked at everyone. So if the average male is 5'10", and the standard deviation is 3 inches, okay, the average male is 5'10", the standard deviation is 3 inches, then what percent of the males will be between 5'7" and 6'1"?
68.
68%.
Yes.
What percent of them, be careful here now, what percent will be above 6'1"? Don't you dare say 34%.
16. It's 12. It's 12. Why is it 12? Oh, because
Six-
there's the 2.5 on either
16%.
side.
16%.
No, I said.
All 16% would be above 6'1". How many would be above 6'4"? Roughly 2.5%. And that's not a definition. I mean, that is reality. I don't know if the 5'10" and the 3 inches is exactly right, but they did it and they noticed, dadgum, that's how things are distributed. So that's what we got. Now, let's see, because there's 2 or 1 other things on here that I want you to look at. What is skewness?
Like saying Bill Gates is spending into the history.
It's those outliers. It's when the distribution is not normal.
So like that, when it's not that, or
Although but it's not. That's not skewed.
okay.
Okay, when it's skewed means what?
Yeah, the curve record.
Okay, but how does it wreck the curve?
Even
Well, I just
outliers,
left
some
and
go
right.
one way or the other.
It's outliers one way or the other. They're not symmetrical. If they were both like that,
Be like this.
yeah, it'd be like that. it'd be like this, is skewed. Okay? Here it is, and this is frequency, and this is 5 foot, and this is 7 foot, and this is 5 foot 10. Okay? And it would be like this.
That's the difference.
Okay? How is that skewed?
Wait, that's 5'10" isn't skewed to the left.
It's,
That's what.
it is skewed because it's not 6 feet.
No, it's there's what it is. Why is that skewed?
Because.
It was 5'10" is what I said the average was.
Oh, okay. Because you got some.
There's what?
There's some way over here.
There's some, there's not many less than 5 feet, but there's some more than 7 feet. It's skewed how? It's not symmetrical anymore.
Positively skewed.
It's positively skewed.
So the
Okay.
tail is longer on the
It's
positive
skewed to
side.
the right.
Positive.
The tail defines the skewness. The tail defines the skewness.
So positive outliers means positive.
And it's also when the mean, median, and mode are separate?
It could be,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
The mean and the median will be separated.
Okay.
The mean and the median, look at this. What does that do to the mean when stuff gets skewed this way? It moves it this way. It moves the mean this way. If the median is here and the mean goes this way, then it's positively skewed.
So 5'10" is the median, not the.
But 5'10" is the median,
Okay. So the
and in
median
this
goes
case, and it's
to
made,
the right.
now, with this out here, it's made at 5'10" and a half is the mean.
Okay.
This is still the median, okay? If it were the other direction, it would be negatively skewed or skewed to the left. Okay? How else can a distribution differ from normal?
The loop thing.
Kurtosis.
Kurtosis.
It could have multiple modes. Okay? Could be multimodal. Okay? This would be multimodal.
You see that in ecology a lot, whenever you have some sort of disaster or something.
Yeah. You may see something like that with, if you did men and women, weights or heights. Okay? You said, oh, all population of humans. And it wouldn't be nearly that distinct, but it may look something like that. Okay? Multimodal. What happens, is that really normally distributed? Does that look like that bell-shaped curve? Symmetrical.
No, it's really high. Is that what you're
Let's do another one.
Because of the tail.
There's positively and negatively skewed, skewed to the right, skewed to the left. Let's do this one here. What does it have? What does it suffer from?
A flat top.
It's flat topped. It's called platycurdic.
What?
Like a platypus.
Platycurdic.
I wrote
Like
that
a
down,
what?
so
Like a platypus.
Like a platypus, or like a flat topped hill that's called a what?
Plateau.
Plateau. I don't remember platypuses. but
I
I
said
remember-
mesa.
Can you?
I'm out of it, I guess.
Yeah,
You're up the precipice.
a plateau. Platycurdic. So
It's what you
curdic
think it is this way.
also means that it deviates from normal, but it means that it's either flat, and that's platycurdic, or it is
Lepto.
peaked, and it's leptokurtic. Now, you
At
animal
least some up
scientists,
there.
Yeah.
you animal scientists, tell me what lepto means.
Oh, clip door.
What is
It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
what?
I said like leptos are disease.
Leptospirosis. What is it? Why do they call it leptospirosis? What does it look like? Is it a nutritional disease?
No. Is it funky?
No, it's not a nutritional disease.
No, it's a.
Is it a bacterial disease?
Yes, it has a spot.
Okay. What does the bacteria look like?
Pokey.
It's long and skinny. Okay. It's lepto. Just like this would be leptokurtic. That's platykurtic. This is leptokurtic. This, on the other hand, is what?
Mesokurtic,
Mesokurtic.
or normal distribution.
There we go.
Is that M-E-Z-Z-O or
Meso.
M-E-S-O?
M-E-S-O. Mesokurtic. Now, there's just one other thing. I just wonder that platykurtic and mesokurtic and leptokurtic are adjectives coming from what noun? What? From kurtosis. Kurtosis. 3 syllables. Okay. Kurtosis. Kurtosis. So normally, what do you do when you have something like analysis? Analysis and analysis. Make it an adjective.
Measure.
Make analysis.
Analyze.
Now that's a verb. An
Oh,
adjective.
you want, oh.
Measure.
God,
You study. You measure.
you are very good at this. If you're good at analysis, you're very analytical. Analytical. Okay. Now let's try it with kurtosis.
Kurtotic. Sorry.
What do we do?
Curtail. That's a verb again.
Huh?
I can even verbs. I'm just an action type of
Curtilize?
guy.
Do we curtilize it, I guess? What did you say?
I said curtail.
Oh, curtail.
That's not spelled the same way, but you
Okay.
can.
Curtotic. Platykurtotic. Leptokurtotic. Mesokurtotic. No, wait a second. That ain't how they do it. That isn't what they do. Wait a second. That's how they ought to do it, isn't it? Dumbasses did just like they did with semi-interquartile range. It should be mesokurtotic, leptokurtotic, and platykurtotic. Instead, they is it bastardized?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a correct term, and it's just I don't know where they got that.
Well, Kurt means short sometimes,
Let's see.
with a C, yeah.
We'll pretend.
Platykurtic, mesokurtic, and leptokurtic. Just saying. Just saying. You'll remember that. You should remember that then. From having gone over that. Do you have, you see some other stuff there. We've gone over, I think, all the rest of that. all the way to the end there.
Yeah.
Right? So if you will leave for me, if you didn't turn it in elsewise, if you'll leave in this folder, your homework too. I've seen your homework one. You need your homework one to study from, don't you?
Yes.
I think.
We just showed it to you.
What we'll do is we'll take the test in here, kind of first hour or so. We'll take us a break. You know, when you get done with the test, everyone else is still working on it, you step out and get your drink or
Cry.
go cry or whatever the case may be. We get finished, then we'll come back. We'll go over the test right then and there.
Oh, no.
Right then and there.
And correct all of our
Now-
mistakes.
Then we turn it back in again, right?
And then we'll look at our next topic. We just can't do, I'm sorry, we can't do a test for 3 hours and that be our period.
Sample population. We could touch on an hour and a year period.
Yes, we could do that, but we ain't gonna.
Does anybody have a stapler by chance?
That's okay.
The one thing I forgot to do is staple the darn thing.
That's all right. Put it here between two of them that are stable.
Mine would be the pile that falls out of the folder on the way to maybe it was car.
Look, everyone else is a staple, so.
Thank you, Brad.
No, we're gonna
Is that
just
man?
study.
None of that D stuff.
Very good.
Oh, you do.
Thanks.
If I'd had one, I'd give
Did
it.
you get a paper clip or something?
She gave mine a clip.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I haven't had a box, sorry.
Entertainment's
Last name.
Where's the off button on this thing? I need a.
The red button on the back?
Any best ways to track for this